Hi, oops. Hi, good afternoon. Sorry for the appearance, but I've just come out of the shower. Well, you may or may not be able to see the beginnings of whatever it's going to be, but I had a bit of a nightmare last night, and I was getting away from somebody in my dream, and I managed to pull myself away, only to find that I'd pulled myself straight out of bed and smacked my eye, or underneath my eye, on the bedside table underneath. Sorry about this, but Buster always wants to get in on the act. And fell out of bed and walloped my knee once, so I finished up with such a headache in the middle of the night. I just didn't know. I thought I'd fractured my skull. Anyway, we're just calming down now. I think it's going to go sort of all different shades, but it'll just add to my beauty, won't it? She said laughingly. Buster, just stay there 1 minute while Mummy does something. Yeah, okay? Right, the kids have all gone out, the other dogs that is, so I'm taking a bit of a break. Right, I've no idea what I have shown you and what I haven't shown you, but this is some wool that I got from Z. It's a red heart. I think I shown it to you the other day, but I can't remember. It's got all sorts of different shades, and it goes from fluffy shades of grey, and it's even got little splurts of sort of lurex in it from time to time, yeah? I'm not sure what you can actually see of me. I don't know where I'm looking. Oh, excuse me, I've still got a headache from falling out of bed. No, it's not funny. And this is another one. I bought the pattern. I'm sure I've shown you this before. My brain's everywhere today. I bought the pattern, and it was supposed to be a super chunky, and I was supposed to cast on 37 stitches, or chain on, and it wouldn't have fitted the doll, you know, so I doubled up the stitches and changed to ordinary chunky knit, and it's sort of like a very short version of a shoulder shawl. It stopped too short for me really, but I only had 3 balls of the yarn. What have I been doing? Well, I decided to join in with Erin Gimme Yarn 418, not 148 like I said the other day. And she's doing a sock along at the moment, when I haven't knitted socks for ages. And the reason why I did my sort of my stash sock yarn video was because I was looking what colours I actually had in. Anyway, I decided I would choose the Regia. It's a 6 ply, so you're knitting it on Buster! Size 3 needles, which is R325 millimetre. And I actually did one sock while I was, oh, it's going to hit it, I knew he would, while I was doing a Google along with Erin and a few others. I've just got to kitchen and stitch the edges together, so just to prove that I do knit, yeah, and I do knit on 4, 5 needles, whatever it is. Don't do circulars, don't do magic loop, none of that jazz. Anyway, while I was searching through my yarn, I found this that I'd got given for a birthday present. Oh, it's a good couple of years ago. It was hand dyed by a friend of mine, Kath, and it's 6 swans, and it's super wash merino sock wool, and it's got 400 metres, so I decided it was far too nice to use on socks, so I'm going to make a little, well, a mini shawlette or whatever with that. What am I doing at the moment? Well, I'm still on my niece's cardigan, which is taking me quite a while to do. I swapped the pattern stitch on the bottom bit, swapped it all together because it was driving me crackers. I'm like that, if a stitch gets on my nerves I just can't carry on with it. So I changed it from the herringbone stitch, I changed it to that stitch, which is like a cable stitch. But this stitch on the main part now is like a puff stitch, and that's driving me crazy as well. So hence it's not growing very fast, and I keep pulling threads on it by accident. You know, as I'm putting it down, and I keep yanking a thread, and I think it's going to be one of those sweaters that's going to look like string hanging off it when it's finished. But I shall persevere. If you want to know what it's going to look like when it's done, or allegedly so, it's out of the book that I got, you know, the Crochet Red, the one that's Women's Heart Health book. And it's going to be, and Buster's going to walk past again and kick it. No, he's not. It's that cardigan there I'm doing, but I bend it round so I don't give any instructions out and get in trouble. That's what I'm doing. And it changes, it's got like a waistline. It changes the stitch on the waistline. You might be able to see it better on the back view, I don't know. But it was herringbone stitch, and I was really struggling. I don't know whether you are like that. If you can't get on with the stitch, it just and I just couldn't get on with that. It wasn't hard, wasn't whatever, I just couldn't get on with it. Yes, Buster, I'll let you out in a minute, you just have to hang on. Why is it? It's like never worked with children and animals, isn't it? He's had all ages to tell me he wants to go outside for a wee, and now he chooses to do it while I'm talking on the video. I got this one today. Yeah, I know it's Sunday, but they delivered it today. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge for me because I don't knit on circular needles, as you know. And a lot of these, I got this from my great nephew to see if I could make anything for him. But a lot of them are done, it's done top down, a lot of them. And it's like circular needles, so I'm going to be challenging myself because I'll be on 4 needles, 5 needles. But I will work it out. Cardigans are not too bad because I can actually squash them all on to a pair, and then what I normally do is when it breaks for the yoke, I don't do the body work first, I do each sleeve separately, straight, not round and round, or I can do them round and round because they're smaller amounts, and then I go on to the body, which I can do backwards and forwards because there's a lot of stitches on. So that's what I did. And then I also got this book. Now it says Crochet by the Seaside, but to be quite honest, that's about the only bit of seaside that there is in the whole book. There are some nice things in it. As I said, I'm getting really wary about showing you things in books now. You know, because of this copyright business that everybody's going crackers over. And, you know, there's quite a few things in it that I would like to do. Let me see if I can show you anything without showing anything. There's a nice cardigan there like that with the buttons on it. I'm sure the people wouldn't mind me showing it because what I'm doing is I'm advertising their book, aren't I? But as I say, I'm getting really wary. Oh, and there's a striped beach poncho, which I think would look quite nice if you didn't do it in such startling colours. Or if you did it in, you know, more of a random design yarn. It could look nice for every day and not beachified. This is something I've always meant to do. When I was engaged, I was going to make them, and I never ever did. And I said, when I'm retired, I'm going to make them, and I never ever did. And it's the lovely lace edgings, you know, on towels. It's on my bucket list, would you like to say? But I'm not really that fancy, you know. I'm not a fancy person who normally has trimmy little edges on things. Yeah, I was going to put edgings on my pillowcases. I was going to put edgings on the towels. I don't know who the heck I thought I was going to marry, but not my ex-husband, obviously. But, yeah, there's another one there, a nice sweater. It's got like it's only plain really, but it's got this sort of cowlish neckline. I've got the other, there's about 3 or 4 in this book, all by this lady, she's called Nikki Trench, is she called? I'm not too sure now. Or maybe it's a compendium of people, I really don't know. But there's about 4 or 5 of these books, all done by Hamlin. Yeah, it is. Its consultant is Nikki Trent. I don't think she's actually written all the patterns. But I wish they'd do a thing at the back, you know, where it shows them all, and then you could just go like that and show the pictures. But you know, I'm quite pleased with the other books. She's done quite a nice selection. There's about, I think there's 5 or 4 or 5 of them anyway. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll go before the headache gets any worse and before I start going technicoloured, because I don't think you want to see me when I'm yellow, blue and green, do you? I might be lucky, maybe I won't get a black eye, but I hit the bone here, you know, across there, that's why it's a bit swollen here. When you hit the bone, you usually get, you know, like the black eye or underneath it. Never rains but what it pours, does it? I mean, the last time I fell out of bed, the dog pushed me out of bed. It's amazing how much strength he has in his back legs when he decides you're in his way, and he just went boot and knocked me out of the bed. That was the last time. Last time I got a big duck egg on my head. But this time I had to land, I don't know what I landed on first. My nose hurts, my cheek hurts, and my knee is killing me. So I don't know which bit of me landed first. But when you're asleep, you sort of wake yourself up as you hit the floor, don't you? It's not a nice experience. Anyway, enough of my troubles and me waffling. I'm going to do the second sock before I get the second sock syndrome. Going to finish that, do a bit more of the crocheting on my nieces. If you're watching this, niece, you will get it eventually, but you may not get it for your birthday. So, Bye for now.